Hello and good morning. We're back. Steak, how do you feel?
I feel good.
I feel fucking good too. What do you have on your head? Let me see.
I've worn this before you say it.
What?
I said I've worn this before you say
Yeah,
it.
you have. Yeah, you have. Yeah, it's Diamondbacks hat. It's great because I am a Diamondbacks investor because I have them to have the most wins in the month of July. And shout out to Cornfields who we had. Did you even you were on vacation early last week? You left on Wednesday. Did you see that whole spat of Cornfields letting me know that there was a better number on the Diamondbacks?
Yeah, but I think he murdered you in that one, right? You got 16-1 and there was 60-1 out there.
Yeah, but like there was no murdering. I didn't fight back.
No, okay, fine. But there's a difference between not caring about a few points of CLV to go out of your way and 16-1 and 60-1.
Yeah, but let me be clear. You're less of a details guy than I am, and I'm not going to call you lazy, but when it comes to making a bet, you're just going to push a button. You're very much like me. You're way more like me than you are Cornfields. Yes. I just want to be clear. On Caesars, I downloaded and opened Caesars. It's like the 6th sports book that I have in New York. And I know you're only limited to one. I understand that. But I did look in Caesars just to know. I looked at other books, and it was like season specials. I didn't think that the most wins in the month of July was going to be under season specials. DraftKings had it under July specials. What fucking brilliant idiot doesn't think to put a July special as another tab that says monthly or July like they did in DraftKings? So I just didn't even know to look. So Cornfields, because he's a fucking people live for this shit, dude. You know?
Yeah, I understand. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
If there's a site out there with 60-1 on something, you can't post it on your book for 16-1. I think that should be illegal. There needs to be some kind of commission or organization that if Caesars is offering 60-1, that sets the market. You have to be within 10 of that. So the lowest you can go is 50-1.
No, I see what you're saying, but I disagree. They fucked up.
DraftKings. It was a bad line?
Yes.
Okay.
The Diamondbacks have no business being 60-1 to have the most.
Okay,
wins.
Well then let me ask you this: Is Corn a fucking narc for spoiling it for all the sharps by posting that publicly 60-1, like I did with that Knicks line?
Well, I don't think your line was just an actual mistake, but it's a good question because I think that was I think what Hard Rock did was a mistake because clearly it didn't add up. This was just a sleep at making a number for the Diamondbacks. Just to give you an example, the Mariners were 19-1.
Yeah, it's just weird. Is it a mistake or is it not a mistake?
It's more of a mistake than it is an error. But
it feels pretty similar to that thing Cornfield yelled at me about, right?
Yeah. You're definitely onto something. I'm not downplaying what you're getting at, but because the D-backs could be whatever number and it doesn't matter since DGen took it. Yeah, that's true. Fair enough. And from the time he showed me it was 60-1 when I went to place it, which literally was maybe 4 minutes, it went from 60 to 50. So people were clearly betting it, you know?
Yeah.
And then they took it down. They took the whole thing down. So I don't know what they put it at.
I wonder what they are now.
I don't know. Do you know how they've been doing? I haven't been following.
Well, I saw someone say they're 2-4. I know they lost to the Royals.
Are they really?
I know they lost to the Royals yesterday. I didn't know they were 2-4. I have not been keeping up with the Diamondbacks.
Bro, that means if they're 2-4, that means they've lost 4 straight.
Okay. Yeah, I guess
did they get swept by the Royals?
I don't think so. I think they went 1-2 against the Royals, but I could be wrong.
Jays were 18-1, I think. Yeah, the Cubs were a big number, which was interesting. I think they just had a really tough schedule, but yeah, there's reasons that the Diamondbacks wager is a shit wager because they have injuries and stuff like that. Anyways, we got a fucking packed house in here, bro. People love the recaps, and got a couple days off. It's Monday, July 7th. Good morning, first week in the books for the last. Is August technically a dog day of summer month? Because I guess you don't really have football till the end of it.
No, it's not a dog day of this summer. You get fucking preseason football. At the end of it, you get college football. I can't call it a dog day. I think that's you're getting fucking geared up.
Yep. Not Trey Young knows ball. Only love the recaps when it's winners only. Yep. Hawk, what's up? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How we doing? Just bet the Blue Jays every day. Yeah. The D-backs pitching is terrible. We'll talk about that.
My second nickname.
Oh yeah. Is that
That's Andolini.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what's up? I didn't know if Style was in the building. Greg Hazel, what's up? Greg Hazel's name always stands out to me. Morning DJ and baseball overs were very kind this weekend. Love to hear that. Morning Red Tube gang. What's up, Reggie? How we doing, everybody? We are Ball State. Chirp. Don't really know what's going on there. I was just trying to say hi to everyone. I saw the chat was buzzing nice and early. 72 people here on Twitch, and it's 10 a.m. How's YouTube doing? Wow, YouTube stick. 20 plus real quick. Yeah, where the fuck did Style go? I don't know. We'll see if we'll find him for football season. If Dumps is here, I'm here. Love that. We got to get Dumps more involved. Does Dump want to get involved during football?
Dumps would love to get involved, but you're gonna have to, you know how it is.
If Fat Girls is here, I'm not. Yeah, what are you doing on your phone right now? You taking a picture?
Showing fucking Style that they're asking about him.
Oh, yeah. We should bring Style back if he wants to get involved. Scum Beezy with the sub bang, 19 months. How we doing? 100, my boy, for football. Love that. All right, well, let's recap our trips because I'm curious where you went. You posted a couple pictures on a boat on a lake, and I don't know if are you familiar and friendly with our guy Ian McMillan, who's come on the stream a few times. Canadian fella who one of my first like sports gambling Twitter follows for a long time, but I thought he had a terrible take. He had a tweet that said, "Hot take: I don't enjoy being on a boat. I think being on a boat is overrated. Who wants to be stranded in the middle of the lake on somebody else's boat?" I think it's a terrible take. I'm dying to have a friend with a boat. I don't have a friend with a boat, so I'd love to. You were on a boat. It looked great. I wanted to be on a boat. Where'd you go and how was it?
I went to Lake Norman, North Carolina, and that's where Trump International North is. Not political, just that's where the golf course is. Just giving you an idea of what kind of place it is. It is. I think that's a horrible take by Ian, but I'll give him a little bit of grace. So we went into town Wednesday. We went on the boat Wednesday. We went on the boat Thursday, and we went on the boat Friday. We were leaving Saturday late, and I was like, I'm not going back on the fucking boat, dude. There's just
you were boated out?
I was boated out for sure, 100%. It was super, super fun. If you don't like going on a boat, bringing a few sandwiches, a couple rafts, a cooler full of beers, and the sun and swimming, and you find a way that's not fun, I would argue that you don't enjoy that many things. That's all I can I don't know what to tell you. But I was boated out for sure. And I don't need to go on a boat at least for another month or two.
Rip Z-Biotics this weekend.
Yeah. Absolutely goated.
Okay, we'll talk about that. What's up, Curdy Flirty? Look at that. Curdy Flirty's getting a sub bang in here. Snacks gifting him out. Feeling generous. Love
Are
that.
sunglass tans acceptable in your opinion? Because I got one. Yeah, you got one too.
Yeah, I have one. Yeah, you should see. Should I give you like a reveal of how red I am? Can you see how red I am?
You look red.
Yeah, and do you know why I'm red? You fucking idiot, fuckface. Because I don't wear a
full shirt on.
I don't fucking wear a shirt in the fucking pool. I don't even know. I mean, you can kind of see how it goes like white to red. I'm fucking red. I'm crispy. Yeah. But I did wear a bucket hat. And then I wore my pool shirt, but we'll talk about that in a second. Okay. Lake Norman, North Carolina. I saw somebody just said, very nice. 3 days of a boat. Good. Did you fly there? Where'd you fly? What airport did you fly?
Charlotte. It's 30 minutes outside of Charlotte. And the lake, like Dale Earnhardt Jr. has a house on the lake.
Oh, wow.
Joey Logano has a house on the lake. All the fucking NASCAR drivers. Denny Hamlin, we rode the boat by that. Also, I did something insane. You've jet skied before, right?
Yeah.
So I've jet skied before too. I have only ever went like 30, 40 miles per hour on a jet ski. These motherfuckers had like a supercharged jet ski and it went up to 72 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you ever went 72 on a jet ski, but I felt like my fucking stomach was going to fall out of my ass.
50 to 60. I don't know about 70, but yeah. Were you okay? Like, did you fall going fast? Cause that's not good. Okay.
I did not fall.
Yeah. So I had a jet ski growing up and my friends would come on it and they would take turns driving it or whatnot, but I kind of had to be there to police it. And one of my buddies, shout out Steven, he was going very fast and decided to turn going about 40, 50. And we fell and hit my fucking head so hard on the water. That was a bad, like you like get out and you're like, where the fuck am I? And You know, there's that thing you plug in to where if you fall, it
Yes.
pulls. Well, Steven, he's a little guy, and his fucking wrist flung out of the thing, and it turned, and the jet ski was just going like this. So we had to fucking swim up and get it. It was a terrible. It was a terrible
That's scary.
experience.
That's scary.
It was very scary. I was indeed panicking. But anyways, 72 sounds very fast to go on a jet ski, but I'm glad that you're okay. The other thing I wanted to ask you is, since you're so anti fucking pool shirt, you look like you got a little bit of a tan and you're a little red. Did you apply sunscreen?
Yes.
At any point when you had the sun beating down on you, and even though you have sunscreen on, did you ever think, man, it'd be nice to have a fishing shirt on right now?
Never once, but I will say, since I'm bald, I put a hat on for the last day.
Yeah. I'm not even bald, but I'm balding right here, and I wear a hat. I wear a bucket hat.
I would rather my skin literally peel off before I put on a pool shirt.
I don't understand. So, okay, so real quick, let's just talk about the pool shirt for a second, since you're so fucking anti pool shirt.
Yeah.
You're telling me, Mr. fucking Florida over here, you're telling me that this is a problem. This shirt is a problem.
I'm telling you right now that shirt in the pool is a problem. That shirt's so uncool that you're in one of the coolest cars ever, and somehow it's still not cool. Like, you're wearing a pool shirt in a fucking Bentley. Imagine how lame you'd look if that was a Nissan Altima.
I think you're just there's no other word to describe. You're just a hater.
Yes, I hate pool shirts. I hate I hate men that wear shirts in the pool. And here's the thing. I feel like I really get to say this because, like, I know, like, I'm not like obese, but like, I know fat guys don't like wearing, like, they like wearing shirts in the pool. I'm not a small guy, dude. I don't care what your weight is. I don't give a fuck. Don't wear a shirt in the pool. And
but that's the thing.
No, if you're too sunburned, dude, go inside. It's done for you. It's over.
Fuck you. I don't want to fucking go inside. What am I, a fucking 4-year-old? Go inside.
Yes, you are. You are a 4-year-old if you wear a shirt in the pool.
No. And here's the thing. If the pool has shade, I'll sit in the pool in the shaded area, like in a corner or something. This fucking pool had zero shade.
Yeah.
And dude, my legs, actually, I can't show you. My legs are red because I'm not wearing pool pants. My kneecap.
Oh my fucking God. You just said pool pants.
I just said I'm not. I don't even know if there is pool pants.
Yeah, but the fact that you said the phrase pool pants when I'd never heard that phrase before makes me think you're considering pool pants.
I thought about it. Yeah, my knees look like, bro, they look like burnt pepperonis. I just think you're associating the pool shirt with like fat guys wearing stuff in the pool because they're self-conscious. It's like, dude, who cares? Just like lean into being the fat guy. Like that, like if anything, like dad bods are in,
Exactly. But if you can't go in the pool without a shirt, I think you can't go in the pool. That's
the thing. I am using sunscreen, but you're still like on fire. You know what I mean? Like I'm on fire. You can't really even tell how red I am.
Yeah, I think it's because you don't let your skin get burnt enough.
I absolutely let my skin get burnt enough.
I'm not sure.
Dude, I'm burnt right now. I'm burnt. Med lived for thousands of years without sunscreen and pool shirts. I don't want to fucking hear it from Greg. I'll tell you right now. My point is this. Okay. My point is this. I'm not putting a shirt on.
Yes, Snacks, he did. He did wear the shirt in the pool. And
they
complained that there wasn't enough shade in the pool. Because that's what everybody wants, Snacks. A shady pool.
I'm not complaining. My point is I'm fucking improvising. It's improvisation. Yes, I wear sunscreen. Yes, the sunscreen when you get in the pool, I love being on the water, wears off. Yes, there's water resistant sunscreen. It's horseshit. I get roasted, dude. Roasted.
You're not that roasted, bro. I might be redder than you.
I'll show you a picture. Your face is because you didn't wear a fucking bucket hat.
So you wear a bucket hat too.
I know I'm not getting this.
You don't deserve the sun. You don't deserve the sun, dude.
No, I'm not getting this fucking smoke from a guy taking a picture of a raspberry White Claw and being like, America. That's what you think is cool?
Yes, it's not. It's very cool. Nothing cooler.
Very cool.
Seltzer with your shirt off, a little bit all down on your chest. It's cool because you're on the lake. Nobody cares if you spilled a little seltzer on yourself. What are you doing?
They care.
Drinking an IPA and a shirt in the pool. Way cooler. Way cooler to have your shirt off drinking a White Claw.
Dude, I'm sorry. I just can't take this from a guy fucking asking, what flavors do you have? Oh, we have peach and fucking raspberry. Which one would you like? Oh, I guess I'll take the raspberry. Peach isn't really my favorite. I wish they had blackberry. I'm not taking this from that. I'm fucking roasted. I'll show you a picture of myself later. My stomach looks like a tomato.
No, we can see it right now. Let's see it.
I'm not. I already did a shirt reveal, and I got scolded. Did you see my other picture? A lot of people didn't like this picture that I posted of me and I said Stockton and Malone on the grill.
Oh, I'll take a look at that, and then we'd like to take a look at you in the Bentley again. I got a comment about that.
All right, hold on. How much semen did you get on your pull shirt? I didn't get a lot of semen on my pull shirt. This is before the sunburn. I'm in a shaded area right now.
Why wouldn't people like this picture?
What's up with Beef's comment? What the hell, man?
Can I be honest with you? I think if I was your tall black friend, I'd want you to call me anyone besides the guy who was confirmed having sexual relations with minors. So maybe we could have went with somebody else.
You know what? I did not know that.
You didn't? Oh yeah, Karl Malone is just fucking Wander Franco with good marketing. I don't even know what that means, but I said
Greg in here too. Wait a minute. So I did not know that. And you know what? I guess I lived under a rock because I didn't even know all the shit that Brett Favre did until I watched the documentary. So Karl Malone is like confirmed bad guy.
I think so, yeah. I'm sure Morgan Wallen will have him in his walkout in Salt Lake City for sure.
Yeah, he probably fucking will, a tone deaf idiot. I was jamming his album all weekend too. So anyways, but other than that though, is this a bad picture?
No, it's a great picture.
I thought it was a good picture.
Why would anyone like that picture?
I don't know. I thought Beav had just never seen a black guy before. He was like, what the hell, man?
Beav has not seen a black guy. I'm pretty sure Beav thought I was
black. But yeah, anyways, so that was I just picked my nose on stream. I had an itch in my nose. Sorry about that. Steak's comment on the hot dog picture was hysterical. Oh yeah. So this hot dog, I'll be honest. It was a little rage baity, but also legitimate because I was more curious about how people like their hot dogs grilled. I obviously am putting condiments on this hot dog. This is pre-condiment. This dog, I left it on a little longer, but I wanted to see what people thought because some people like them, you know, barely burnt. I like my hot dog crisp.
How bad did I ratio you?
I got 34 likes. You got 75. You said looks like Bull's dick, 9.2 out of 10.
Yeah.
So hold on. I just want to understand something. Like, get your head. This is a funny comment too. This is get your head out of the gutter. Like, if we're just talking about grilling a hot dog, it's a little overcooked, but like the top of it is great, right?
Yeah. It is a scary looking dog. I don't know what else to say. I guess I like the small ones.
You like them shorter and fatter? I do too, actually, for what it's worth. I like the shorter, fatter dog. This one's long and skinny, but what? Go ahead.
I don't know, dude. I can't
okay.
Hot dog anymore. I feel like I'm losing my mind.
But it's just a fucking hot dog for what it's worth. And I appreciated some of the normal comments. Well, Zach said 3.7. Taxman 5.3. Snide's comment. Finally, Snide contributed something. Not enough girth, all length. Might tickle the back of your. I didn't read the whole comment.
Get this the fuck off my screen. That is too long to have this on my screen.
All right, fine. Anyways, I didn't think the dog was all that bad. But like I said, I acknowledge it was like a little rage baity. Hold on.
Great picture. Now go back to you in the Bentley.
This was one of the best margaritas I've had, by the way, and I was struggling, very hungover that day. All right, hold on. Oh, I can tell you about my my Hamptons party experience, by the way. Also, Logan's comment, this guy, I don't even know what the fuck he was talking about. Hold on. All right, what do you want to comment?
We're never going to beat the trust fund allegations if you post pictures like this.
Well, here's the thing. I made it very clear it's not my car.
I know, but that's just something I feel like a kid with the trust fund would say that's trying not to, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're never going to beat the allegations. We literally don't have trust funds. We're not rich. Well, there you are in a fucking Bentley.
I think I've been so far from the trust fund allegations. I mean, with my $10 and $25 wagers that, like, there was a time where everybody assumed like, oh man, DJ's rich. I think it's been months since like people are actually probably like, does DJ need to borrow money? Because I've been so bad. So this was like a healthy balance of like a little uptick Oh, the trust fund, but no, this isn't my car. Actually, it
Is
wasn't
it
even
Karl Malone's car?
it's not even my friend's car. You want to know what it is? I'll give you the story.
A rental?
So, yep. But even better, one of the guys in our group works. They're everybody in the world nowadays is a social media influencer, which is great. I mean, I would love to be one of those people. I have no hate. This motherfucker works for Bentley. He takes
Oh.
and so they let him rent the Bentley. It's Malone's birthday weekend. And so what his friend does, he gets the Bentley rented for the weekend, and that's his gift. Bentley just gives it to him. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's very, very cool.
Fucking great. So you got to know rich people. Like that's what I want to do. I just want to know, obviously I want to get rich, but like it's easier said than done. I'd like to know more rich people. No, I don't rent Lambos, but I can tell you this, Steak. I mean, you work in the car rental business. When I went to that Hamptons party, we all Ubered. There were so many rental cars, like to look cool when they pulled up.
Oh, I'm sure.
And it was a very humbling experience for a lot of people because they walked up like they were getting in and then they did not get in.
Do you remember us getting kicked out in the Hamptons when we were there?
Rich adjacent is the ideal spot. Yeah. So we went to the Hamptons for my 30th birthday. Steak, shout out Steak, flew up for it because he's a fucking great friend. You remember the story?
Yeah, we got kicked out of the fucking club after we all, like 25 of us paid the full cover. They kicked us out like 5 minutes after.
It was absolutely brutal. We went to eat at a restaurant's kind of overrated now. I think it's called Cowfish, but it's a great setting. Can't remember what bar we went to. There's only like 3 fucking bars to go to in the Hamptons. And then, yeah, we all paid an obnoxious like $40 cover. And then what happened? There was like a douchebag group at the bar and they were kind of exchanging words with some of our group. And then we got kicked out.
Yeah, I think so. I also almost got into a fight with the Uber driver. And I don't know if you remember this, but when I got kicked out, the Uber driver was there talking to the people who worked at the club. So maybe he had something to do with it.
I don't remember that. Yeah. Yeah. I will say too, maybe my wife's friends, Spanish, a little drunk, maybe.
They were chirping for sure.
They were chirping. Yeah. A little short temper, chirping. But yeah, I remember we walked right in. We went to the bar. I don't even think we ordered a drink. We paid $40 cover each, and then we got kicked out. But this, I just want people to understand. So this is what I have gotten from the Hamptons. Okay. And I'm not a Hamptons expert by any means, but I've probably been there about 5 times. The last year I went to a house party and Leonardo DiCaprio, Jack Dorsey was there and I didn't get in. So this is what you do. You know somebody at the party that can get you in and puts you on the list. Okay. Are you following, by the way?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me know if you've seen any good comments in the chat. You get on the list. When you get on the list, you get like a +1 or a +2. Okay. This group that I'm with, again, half of them are like social media influencers. Half of them are models. Like there's people in this group that look very, very good. I'm not one of those people. I have a 30% body mass index. It's not great to keep up. And I'm 5'8". So we go and they just have the confidence of it's 15 of us. We're on the list with a +2, but we'll get in because Steak, this is what happens to them when they go to parties. They get let in because they look good or they know people. Well, when you go to the Hamptons, it's a different ball game because everybody's kind of got status. So last year we went to that fucking Leonardo DiCaprio party. We didn't get in. Half the group got, no, I'm sorry. 5 people last year got in, right? This year, I think it was a guy who owns like Tao. You ever heard of Tao?
Yes.
So he owns Tao. There's like 3 houses on this property. It's unbelievable. And there's thousands of people that actually end up getting in this party. I think Miguel was supposed to perform and some Bobby Shmurda. You know who Bobby Shmurda is?
Yes.
Why are you laughing?
Because Bobby Shmurda is a hilarious name, bro.
What song does he sing?
Hot N-word.
Does he really?
Thanks for that.
Okay, never mind. That's funny. Oh, I've heard of Bobby Shmurda, but I'm not gonna act like I know Bobby. I don't know one Bobby Shmurda song. Is he good?
You didn't even realize you just set me up for failure. You literally don't even realize.
Well, you did great. That would have sucked if that's how he went down. But wait, is Bobby Shmurda like good?
This is crazy. That song slapped.
Okay, but if Bobby Shmurda's before he had a party, does it tickle your fancy or not?
No.
Okay.
I like Miguel.
Yes, people like Miguel, but the fire marshal came and shut it down. Miguel couldn't even perform. But I go there. Dude, it was the most chaotic scene. There's like 4 security guards who are like, you remember when we were doormen?
Yes.
Imagine being a doorman at a Hamptons party where everybody that's pulling up is in Bentleys, G-Wagons, very nice cars, and are like filthy rich, and you're telling them to wait, or you're telling them they can't get in. It was crazy. So, anyways, I sat out there. The 7 girls got in our group. The guys had to wait. And the doormen were so pissed. They're like, you're on the list for +2. Why are you coming with 15 people, 8 of them dudes? So we had to wait. I waited about an hour and a half, and then I called it quits. Yeah. But I will say this. It was so entertaining watching what was going down out front that I was like, I'm actually kind of enjoying myself because it was pure chaos.
Yeah.
But there's nothing cool about waiting in lines. I know Logan commented, our mutual friend. He was like, imagine being almost 40 years old and waiting in line. I'm like, Logan, this isn't fucking Orlando, okay? And I don't know what to tell you. Everybody's waiting in line.
Yeah. I would not go to that.
No.
Yeah.
So I'm out on Hamptons house parties until we get a Bentley sponsorship for the board review.
Oh, perfect. You took a big step yesterday towards that. You did.
But like, you understand though, there's no choice to wait in line. Like, I'm not saying waiting.
I wouldn't put myself in that position. I don't think you did anything wrong. You were in the Hamptons. You had to do what you had to do. I wouldn't go wait in line at the party.
I agree. So that I was 0 for 1 on the other party. I'm going to be 0 for 2. But I when I was there, there's so many young people. And I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck is that guy? I don't know who any of these like people who are rolling in like celebrities are. Bro, and it's like they're YouTube streamers. Yeah. They're TikTokers. They're Twitch streamers. And I'm like, this is fucking insane. This is the new reality.
Yeah. I know that we're technically Twitch streamers, but you're describing my nightmare.
Dude. Yeah, it's not great. It's not like my favorite like group of people to hang out with. And I saw Jack Mack comment and he was like, oh, I know that one of the YouTube people you're talking about in the photo, he's actually a nice dude. From what I understand, like some of these people in real life are actually cool people, but some of them are massive douchebags. And, you know, you got to be careful when you walk around that line. Does the pool shirt synergize with the Bentley brand? No, I don't think so. Right? No.
If anyone could pull it off, it's you.
Hello, gents. Brian Campbell has me feeling the most Monday of Mondays. Yeah, sorry about that, quantitative. What's your puppy doing?
Just being a fucking he's good dog. Good dog. We're getting out of the puppy phase. He's almost 10 months.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay. We had a couple things that we wanted to talk about before we got going. What was the tweet you wanted to throw my way? You said you wanted to talk to me about a tweet.
No, you sent me Caller Daddy Alex Cooper singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
Did you see this?
I saw it, yeah.
Chat, did anybody see this?
Go ahead, play it for everybody.
All right, hold on. Let me see.
Golden Retriever straight locks.
That shit PMO. What does PMO mean?
Piss me off.
Oh, dude, there's an abbreviation for everything. That is good. All right, hold on. Is that too loud?
I can't hear anything yet.
This is rough, dude. Oof. All right, that's good. Everybody gets the point. Listen, I don't know how to say this the right way. I'm all for people finding success. There's a market for everything and blowing up. The Caller Daddy is like one of the biggest podcasts in the world. And she's uber rich. So I have 2 things. Okay. Good for her. That's not one of my things, but good for her. My first thing. What if you're a baseball team like the Cubs, do you just get like any type of famous person? Like it doesn't have to be sports related to come sing the 7th inning stretch. For what it's worth, I didn't even know celebrities or famous people did the 7th inning stretch.
Is she still Barstool? She's not, right?
No, she got like bigger than Barstool. I think Spotify paid her tens of millions, maybe even 100. I don't know.
You want to play a quick game of 21 questions, which will make it really quick. It has to do with your topic.
Well, you're not going to ask me 21 questions.
You're going to guess who threw out the first pitch when I went to the Cubs-Phillies game this year in Wrigley.
Is it Barstool?
Sports personality, not Barstool. Very famous sports personality, like journalist.
Darren Ravel.
Oh, more famous.
More
relevant.
famous?
Yeah, and more relevant currently now too.
The Mets brought the Rizzler out, D-Gen. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Sports journalist.
Yeah, I'll give you way too good of a clue, because just because I want the game to end.
Shams is a good guess.
That's the answer.
DJ Pauly needed the 7th inning stretch earlier this week at Wrigley. Okay, Kay Adams just threw out the first pitch. Okay. So what are you getting at?
I wasn't getting anything. I just thought it was cool that he threw out the first pitch. I have an opinion on Alex Cooper. That's her name, right?
Yes.
Okay, so whenever I have part of my take on in the car with my wife, which isn't often, I kind of keep it like I keep all the sports stuff out. She says these are two of the stupidest guys I've ever heard in my life. And I don't even argue with her. I'm like, yeah, they're literally so stupid and I love them. And I think if we get to have guys like Big Cat and PFT, I think women get to have Alex Cooper. Does that make sense?
I mean, I kind of think you nailed it. I kind of think you nailed it.
That's it. I definitely don't hate her. I hated that. Whatever you just shared, I hated that. That was awful. I don't know why she would need to sing Take Me Out to the Ballgame. I don't hate her. Honestly, I respect the fuck out of her, for being honest.
Well, that's my point, is like, you have to respect anybody who can just take what they're good at doing and make it a business and become wealthy off of it. So I don't want to be that kind. Like, I'll hate certain things, but like, I won't be a hater of that. I still can't wrap my head around how it's so big, but how you just compared it actually was very, very well done. The Call Her Daddy podcast, I've never listened to it, but I've seen clips. Is it just like basically women talking about like you're getting really raw, you're having raw conversations, and it's kind of talking about being skanky?
Yeah, it was, I think, when it was with that other chick she did it with. And now I think she's just a normal podcast host kind of now. But yeah, it used to be a lot of like sex talk, I think, with the other chick that she had that breakup. Yeah, exactly.
It's a generic celeb interview show with a random. Oh,
yeah, like I've seen her interviewing random ass people, dude. I guess saw her doing Jay Cutler.
This is fascinating to me. I legitimately had no idea. What you just said and what Snowman just said are very enlightening. I honestly thought it was like bringing to light every woman's like inner skank.
I do think that's absolutely what it started out as. Yeah.
Do you know what a nympho is?
Yes.
I remember, I'm not going to tell you the story about how I heard that word the first time.
Sure you don't want to tell us?
I think I downloaded a porn and it was like nympho something. And I was like, what the fuck is this thing? I thought it was like some random anime bullshit. And then I was like, oh, a nympho is like a closet freak. Right?
Yeah. I think this is the word only children use when they start talking about sex. And then when you grow up, you realize no one says that.
Children do not use the word nympho.
I mean, like 13 and 14-year-olds.
Hold on. Oh, it says it's a derogatory term for nymphomaniac. Oh, it says refers to a woman. I did not know. I thought it was male or female. Perceived to have an excessive and uncontrollable desire to sexual activity. I downloaded a porn. Is that what I said? Yeah, that happened. But anyways, so I didn't know that. I thought a nympho could be male or female.
What do you do while you're waiting for the porn to download?
That's a great question, Steak. You want to know what I do?
Yeah.
What I did? I don't have to download
put your pool shirt on.
Nope. I went to school.
Take it off.
I went to school.
Oh, you went? Oh my God. You pressed download on a porn? You went to school and then came back?
3 porns.
Oh my God, dude.
Why are you so shocked?
That's fucking legendary.
Why is that legendary?
That's just crazy, dude. You're like, I'm ready to jack off, but I'll fucking deal with it in 7 hours.
No, I wasn't like ready.
Your parents, dude, would they never ever catch it?
I mean, well, keep in mind, my parents were divorced, so and my mom went to school and she worked, so I was like kind of on my own.
God, you were probably just horned up at school all the time.
No, it was like, honestly, you know what it was? It was almost, and I'm not trying to act like I'm some fucking what's that word for like a theater person? Not a not a philanthropist, but you know what I'm talking about? It's like something like that. What's the term for like
Evangelist.
it's not evangelist.
I'm
Come
just
on, somebody's got to know what I'm talking about.
They will, I won't.
What's that word? You're someone who's like into theater. Thespian.
Boom.
Thespian. I was like kind of like filmed porn, you know, like Ron Jeremy. You know, there's like a story. I was kind of like a porn thespian.
Okay. So you were into like the storyline. Like if
Yeah.
they just got straight to fucking, you were like, nope.
I would come home, I would eat something, then I would go to football practice. Sometimes I would take a look at some of the porns that were downloaded. Usually one of the three had like a virus and it just immediately got deleted. But you would kind of just watch it from like the thespian angle.
Yeah, like if it was like a pizza delivery boy scene, you want to see them eat the pizza.
Have you ever heard of Big Sausage Pizza?
No, I have no idea what that is.
Because you aren't a fucking porn thespian.
I'm not a porn thespian.
Do you want to know what Big Sausage Pizza was?
I'm terrified. I can imagine Big Sausage Pizza look like that hot dog you fucking posted a picture of.
It was the funniest fucking thing ever. The female would order the pizza and the guy would show up with the pizza box and it would have a hole cut out in it and then he would serve it. That's what I'm saying. Like back then, dude, porns used to be hilarious. Isn't that hilarious? That's hilarious. Big Sausage Pizza was hilarious. They just don't make them like they used to anymore. There's no art. There's just a bunch of fucking jackhammering, you know? How did we even get on this topic, by the way?
I have no idea, but you needed to let that out. Easy Puck, if you're here, we're probably gonna need you to clip everything from like 36.
No. No, you asked me something.
You want porn foreplay.
No. I see what you're saying, but no.
It still doesn't really. The problem is, this is how we started talking about it, and I still don't fully understand. Everything you said makes sense. Porn thespian, honestly, amazing. Great description. However, the fact that you had the thought, I want to jerk off.
No, that wasn't the thought. You're not.
So you're just prepping. Like, I don't understand. At least let me finish. If you knew you wanted to download a porn, you at least were horny at that time, right?
No,
you weren't horny.
You're probably going to want to do it later. But my point is this:
you're just prepping.
I don't think you fully understand. Like, there were times when things would become available to you and you're like, wow, this is crazy. I know you're a few years behind me, but like, do you remember not even being able to text message?
Not really. Yeah,
exactly. Dude, I remember I went to the mall with a fucking beeper at one point in my life. I remember the first text message. It was actually texting my friend's girlfriend at the time, Hillary, because she lived in the neighborhood next to me. Do you have any weed? And it was like the predictive text. It was all kind of crazy. Do you remember downloading a ringtone for the first time?
Yes.
Okay. Well, like when you had Kazaa and LimeWire, it was like, holy shit. Like, let's just.
You want to know one of my ringtones?
Let me guess.
Yeah.
Give me the genre of music.
Rap.
Rough Riders anthem.
No, Chingy right there.
That's a good one. I'll give you a good one. That was a classic. Funky Town.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Beep, beep, boop, beep, boop.
Dude, you're a Funky Town guy, dude.
I loved Funky Town. You know what I did that was funny? This was like the first time anybody had done this. When when you could make a voicemail?
Yes.
I made the voicemail and it was, hello?
Oh, God. Everybody hates you, dude. Everybody hates you.
I know.
Fucking hated that. I have a friend who I'll just say his name, Tim, who did that up until like 2 years ago.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
A grown-ass, very successful man.
We can't allow that anymore. So that's the thing. Like, you evolve, you go through these phases, but you have to eventually evolve. And that's why we always say, like, the Disney adults just don't evolve. And that's when you just kind of get stuck in something because you enjoy it so much. I enjoyed pranking people with the hello, but then it was like, okay, you got to stop doing this.
Yeah.
No, but there were, listen, Greg will tell you, because Greg knew me in like middle school. There were a lot of things I did. I didn't raise myself. Like, I had my dad was a great disciplinarian. My mom is excellent. But like when they split, and shit gets crazy and you're kind of on your own for a few years, like early, you know, from like 10 to like 13, 14, did some weird shit,
Yeah, for sure.
you know? So, but have you ever seen the movie Boogie Nights?
I don't think so.
Oh, it's a great movie. You should watch it. But like
Okay.
that's Mark Wahlberg is in it and everything. It's excellent. But that's like, I thought for a very short period of my life, I thought I wanted to be a porn director.
Damn.
Yeah,
We
just the
learned,
director.
we learned a lot today.
Yeah, not the actual porn star, but just the director.
Yeah.
So, anyways, oh, we got started on Nympho because we were talking about Call Her Daddy.
Yeah, that's true.
That's how this all started. Okay, guys, I thought, why are you laughing?
Just the thought of you directing porn is fucking crazy. I can't stop thinking about it. How are we going to talk about baseball now?
No, before we talk about baseball, you want to talk about soccer?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do want to talk about soccer.
So you watch soccer.
I watched, but yeah, I had no choice, man. It's July.
What was your takeaway from the soccer match that you watched?
Well, do you call them refs in soccer, or what do you call them?
Call them refs.
Yeah,
Referee.
the refs certainly favored Mexico. There's no doubt. They missed a handball, and USA did get fucked over, but it's the same shit with USA. And I got Kev telling me that our best players aren't playing and we'll be good in the World Cup, but it's the same fucking shit. USA sucks at soccer. We suck. We're mid. We're mid-ass soccer nation. And it's always the same. And I'm so tired of anyone telling me it's going to ever be differently. We're mid. Stop getting excited about USA soccer, dude. No one gives a fuck.
Dude, from what's that saying? From your mouth to God's ears.
Yeah.
I've been trying to tell people this, and I'm so glad that we aligned because I played soccer. So, you know, you can't come at me with like, oh, you don't know ball. I played soccer for 8 years of my life. Listen, I'm telling you, my coaches were from Argentina and from Brazil. I'm telling you, this is the deal. Americans are never going to be elite at soccer. And I will tell you why. First of all, if you are good at soccer, you have to be good at dancing. You have to be like, you have to have fluid motion. Okay. If you just see Latin America or even over in Europe, you can just watch their moves at a wedding or on the dance floor. Boom. They're better than us. We're never going to come around, and that's okay. But let me give you an actual logical explanation. This is how the Americans play soccer. I know, because I did this. You don't put your head up when you're dribbling. You get the ball. You maybe make 1 or 2 touches, and then they kick it up in the air from defense to offense. They lob it up. They just kick it up. If you ever watch Europeans or South Americans play soccer, it's beautiful. Don is saying bad take. You don't know ball, Don. You keep the ball on the ground. You'll have 17 touches. Bing, bang, boom, boom, bomb. Watch. I'm telling you, Americans don't play soccer like the rest of the world. And that's why they will never be as good as the rest of the world. They just won't. So soccer is elite. It can be elite.
Yeah, I don't have anything against soccer. I just have, I think US sucks at it.
Tiki-taka. Tiki-taka. Yeah, that's what Americans don't do. Genuinely couldn't give 2 fucks about soccer. Yep, BT versus A team. Well, this is what Kev says. Kev says that was USA's C team. Most of USA's A team is playing in Europe currently. You won't see most of those guys on the World Cup team. I feel like I hear this every single time USA loses to a fucking a team in the Caribbean. I don't even know who they lost to.
There, because then he said with their A team they'll be top 20. Because that's the goal, dude, to be top 20. That's what everybody's looking for. We can finally make it to top 20. And then he said, good is subjective. Good is subjective. Okay. It's subjective.
He hit me with facts. You know what I should tell him? I should say facts are subjective. Truth is overrated. Scatterbrain says, got the same philosophy, DJ. I'm telling you, if you sit down and you talk to coaches, I guarantee you that's what they'll say. So you're welcome. I just gave you a behind the scenes because I know I went to dinner with these soccer coaches, the Argentinians and Brazilians. I'm just an optimist. And that's okay. See, here's the thing. And I want to be very clear about this. I got no problem with being optimistic. Okay. I can't tell you I'm the most optimistic guy in life. I want to be. I wish I could. Greg and I have a friend who lives in the countryside of England. You ever seen what that looks like?
Yeah.
It's fucking beautiful. The guy's neighbor has eggs. He's got he walks down the road and gets fresh milk. The meat looks incredible. And this guy is telling me, oh, you need to read a book called The Blind Optimist. I'm like, Ray, you need to fucking go to JFK. Take the train out to JFK. Okay. Live my life for a second. It's hard to be optimistic. We're living two different lives. In soccer, Americans will want to be so optimistic. At what point do you just accept reality?
Yeah, I'm more of a pessimist or a realist. Also, I don't give a shit, but I'm definitely not ever going to be optimistic that the US will ever be good at soccer.
Me neither. I'm glad you highlighted this comment.
Yeah, I want you to talk about it because obviously I made the post.
I want to be very clear.
You like both.
I like both. Love tennis. I love tennis. I actually played tennis for like a short period, like went to a tennis camp. I dabbled. I went to 2. I'm going to tell you right now, tennis is an amazing sport. And when you are watching an intense match, also, and this is another thing too, again, I always tell you people this, you're getting steak and I when we're kind of getting washed in our old age. There was a time in my life in my early 20s, actually, I may have even been like 19. I would stay up. I would have people over. Greg was going to UF at the time. His friends would drive down from Gainesville. We would have an Australian Open party at my apartment. We would stay up all night and watch the Australian Open and bet on it. Shout out sportsbetting.com. I would put $2, $3 bets in. All right. Earmuffs primer. No unit shaming. Love tennis. Golf being better than tennis. I don't know how anybody could have beef with that. Is your beef just that it's not fast paced and it's boring? Because that's a 2015 take. Golf's on the come up, and you're coming up with it. But I just want to make something clear before I defend you totally. You're not anti-tennis, right?
No.
Exactly.
No.
Golf is, in my opinion, the most difficult sport to play on the planet. Have you ever swung a golf club?
Yeah, I'm horrible.
Yeah, it's tough. It's really, really hard. I think here's the thing. I think to start to really like any sport, you have to understand it. Only thing I like to watch golf is Sunday. I mean, that's a fine take. That's a fine take. A golf major is better, but not the average event. Okay. My bro says the exact same shit. Not even close. Tennis is goated. Oh, wow. So there's a lot of people who think that it's not even close. Tennis is that much better than golf.
Yeah, I mean, that was the original post I retweeted, was that the guy standing up in the town hall saying tennis is better than golf. And then I retweeted it and said, no, it's not. That was it.
That was it?
That was it.
Oh, so you're not even chirping tennis?
No, not at all.
Oh, I don't know why anybody's coming at you.
I'm not anti-tennis at all.
Yeah, no, I mean, listen, how about this? We'll just put it this way. That's not an opinion that should be riling anybody else.
Though? Would you rather watch tennis or golf?
I would rather watch golf.
Any mods? Can you make a poll of mods?
10 years ago, I could do one. 10 years ago, I probably would have watched tennis. I mean, I've only recently started getting into golf again in the late 2010s. But Snidesy, are you making a poll?
Yeah, he is.
I don't know how that's breaking news. Yep. Dialing in the swim.
Yeah, it's an interesting enough trade, I guess.
Dialing in the swing is easier if you've ever played baseball or hockey. Tennis requires so much more skill. Ooh, Taurus, man. I just don't know. I don't know. I'd rather watch Carlos Alcaraz over every sport. Wow. Wimbledon is printing money. I'll watch Sinner versus Alcaraz, and that's about it. Yeah. Tennis has an issue where upsets are rare, though. I'd rather watch tennis. Well, you know what's interesting is like golf and tennis are almost similar in the sense that they're not team sports. You know?
Yeah.
Like you can't if you're passionate about tennis, you can't be shitting on golf. You are your own worst enemy. There's nobody else that picks you up or puts you down. It's all on you. Well, I guess tennis you have the coach, and then golf you have the caddy. But I don't know. Lieutenant Goose with the sub bank. Appreciate you. Golf has to be harder. Golf absolutely is harder. Okay, we have a poll up right now, Steak. Wow. You can't see the results, can you?
No.
Shout out Snide for making the poll and not capitalizing the first letter in each word. Kind of pissing me off, but that's okay. What do you think it is? There's 27 votes. Which sport is better, golf or tennis? 28 votes now.
16-12 tennis.
26-6 golf.
Ooh. Wow.
Yeah. So I would say that you're so far from in the minority that the people who are giving you shit are the ones should be getting shit, right?
Yeah, I'm sure they did. I didn't read the comments, to be fair.
That's crazy. I don't know how you could think there's no shot golf is harder. I think golf is the hardest sport in the world. Do you think? I have a hot take. I think hockey players are the best athletes in the world. Terrible take or what?
Say that one more time.
Hockey players are the best athletes in the world.
Probably yes. Probably yes.
That's a bad take.
No, I don't think that's a bad take.
Terrible. Curdy says terrible. Really bad take. See, I think people
Who are they going to say it is?
Well, this is what people do. They associate like athletic with like being really fast, so you probably need a sport with speed. So football players, basketball, track.
Football's tough, dude. Football's tough because a large portion of football is defensive and offensive linemen.
Yeah. Yeah. And here's the thing. But like, let's just say, like, you could say, I get you'd be like, oh, Tyreek Hill is way more athletic than your average hockey player. Sure. Ask a hockey player to throw a ball. Yeah. Baseball.
Ask Joe Burrow to throw a baseball.
That's a good point. Swimming's a good take. UFC, hardest sport in the world. Nobody beating a pro. That's their same weight. Yeah, I wouldn't. How are you defining athletes? Genuinely asking.
It's a good question.
That is a very good question. Here's my thing. I guess what I'd say is, what are you asking your body to do when you play the sport? And I just think that a hockey player is doing more than any other athlete in their respective sport.
People are undervaluing skating here.
Thank you.
They're undervaluing ice skating while doing all the other shit. That's the problem I have. Well, I'm sorry. That's the reason I don't think it's a horrible take.
Thank you. I agree with you. You have to skate forwards. You have to skate backwards. So like even a soccer player, you use your shoulders, your knees, your head. A hockey player you use your feet. You use your hand-eye coordination. I mean, you have a weapon. You play the sport with a weapon.
I'll just say it. You can fuck right off with soccer. You can fuck right
soccer players are athletes.
Yeah, they're athletes for sure. That's not what I'm saying. I want to be clear. I'm not saying soccer players aren't athletic. They're not the most. That's not the most athletic sport. That might be the most endurance sport, but it's not the most athletic. It's not.
So this goes back to somebody. What did Kev said? Good is subjective. This is totally subjective.
Oh, it is. It is.
But I just think a hockey player skating, using a weapon, the stick, hand-eye coordination, and you have to control a puck is absolutely fucking insane. I won't even get into the fact that you got to use your entire body to block shots. Like that's just fucking toughness. If you say
this may be true, but also completely irrelevant.
You might not even last 5 seconds playing hockey.
I think soccer might require the most endurance for sure.
Yeah. Soccer's glorified track. No, because you really, I'm telling you.
A lot of running around, dude. A lot of running around.
This goes back to my rant about why American soccer will never be legit. It's more endurance, but dude, running and dribbling a soccer ball is very hard. People don't understand that. When you have the ball and you have to look up, you're like trying to remember where's the ball on my feet. Then when you're running full speed, it's very, very difficult. Looking up, like trying to understand the movement, how fast people are moving, whether it's defender or your own team, because then you have to fucking place the pass. It's very hard. Soccer's a hard sport, no doubt about it. In the heat. Y'all are absolute coach potato idiots. You should do a sports athleticism ranking. Yeah, tennis way harder. Ben Shelton is way more athletic than fucking Tony Finau. LMAO, stop that shit. Good luck shooting after running up and down the field and getting beat with a 6-foot metal poles.
Oh, lacrosse. Yeah, that's not going in the rankings. It's just we're going to go with baseball, basketball, football, soccer, hockey.
I think that as much as I know that I'll never get into lacrosse, I respect that it is a difficult sport to play.
Definitely. But I'm not adding it on my list. I'm
not either. Yeah. I'm not either. But I want to make it clear. This is where I'm at. I'm not going to shit on lacrosse because I know Greg played lacrosse. I know lacrosse players grown up. I tried with the stick and the ball and I can't fucking do it. But I like that it's physical. You run around with, it's kind of like rugby-ish, Let's get a DGen versus beef golf. No, you don't really want him. I'm not that good at golf.
So he would kill you?
Yeah, he would kill me. It wouldn't be as entertaining. Like, I can play golf. I broke 100 with BK as my caddy. I watch these videos of Beef. By the way, I think Beef should absolutely, I don't know what the guy's doing. If he's turning into like Home Goods on Twitter with posting his house and his fucking sonogram and his dog, or if he's going to go back to gambling. I think the lane Beef should stick in is golf.
Okay, and just real quick, you guys we were talking about the sport that requires the most athleticism, and now you guys are talking about the hardest sport. It's two different things. So people saying baseball is the hardest sport, I understand. That's not what we were discussing technically.
When is the last time you've gone to the batting cages?
No, I can't even remember.
I was humbled by going to the batting cages because I never played baseball. But when I went into, you start with like the 60 mile an hour. And I mean, I can swing a bat, I can hit a baseball. But when I went to the 80 mile an hour, dude, first of all, terrifying, a ball coming by that fast. But even if you make contact with the bat, my hands rang so much the bat fell out of my hands. And that's how I was like, okay, you do have to be a bad motherfucker to be good at baseball. You legitimately.
Absolutely.
I don't think you really played. You played basketball?
Yeah, I played basketball, but I was a very not good kid. I wasn't doing what was required to play sports. Let's just put it that way.
But steak and ball for sure. I still don't really know how we'd fare in a one-on-one match. You probably beat me, but you wouldn't kill me.
Yeah, I don't know. You have no offensive bag. I didn't realize that before the Beeve game, but you just have no bag.
But you're not playing defense on me like Beeve.
Yeah, I know, but you just can't score. That's what I'm saying. I'm not not playing defense like Beeve, but it's tough for you to score.
Yeah, and I just don't know how many times I can remind you that I played an entire basketball season playing point guard, and the coach came up to me in the last game and said, "You haven't scored a point all season."
I think DC is pretty close to accurate.
Steak one win like 11-5 as someone who's watched both play in person. Yeah, because Steak can knock down shots. Steak can knock down shots. I can't knock down shots. I can't shoot.
Nah, I ain't getting him 11-1. He even got one against Beeve. It would be closer than that. I think the line for me and you would be -4.5 to 11.
Yeah,
like same format as you and Beeve.
Yeah, and DC's exact score was 11-5. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
11-5
played with us.
Yeah, you guys got to play team ball. I'm pretty good in team ball. I would have been much more respectable in my reputation.
It is a shame you didn't get to play a little 3-on-3 after that. I know. Debacle.
That did look fun. That's more my style because I can dribble and I can pass really well. Okay. Has my most respect. Yeah, good take. Mine too. Was there another topic that we wanted to discuss, Steak?
Nah, I think we did really good.
Okay. Well, that was a recap, and that was the extent of shit shooting on this lovely day. I think we did a great job. Also, you know what I like what people do, and we don't do this. I told you this, but when they do like podcasts and stuff, they do mailbag episodes where it's like you can submit a question or a topic or anything to get people to talk about. Yeah. I would like that from the chat on slow days. Wouldn't you?
Yeah, but I feel like the chat does dictate what we talk about pretty often.
Yeah, maybe a little too much. We should take away some of their power. Okay. We got a baseball board to talk about today?
Seems like it, yeah.
All right, let's get into it. How was your you had a great weekend betting on baseball.
Up until yesterday.
Yeah, up until I fucking started to jump in on that. So that was fun. Listen, Orioles were a great bet. Don't overthink it. Take them at a plus price. The Braves are fucking rat shit. Good call on that. The Mets, I'm not gonna say the Mets like was a bad beat. They were down 5-0. They
wasn't a bad beat at all.
No. That Guardians +2 was brutal.
Oh, speaking of bad beats, you didn't see Zilbert try to chirp me?
No.
I commented on like one of Corn's things. You remember when I had Pat Mahomes most passing yards? Remember that bet?
Did it hit?
It would have paid $35K. It didn't hit because Ben Roethlisberger played on Sunday Night Football and had like 69 yards and a last drive beat him. Whatever, not the point. I didn't call it a bad beat to be clear, but he would like try chirping me about bad beats. It was funny.
That was a bad beat.
Yeah, but I didn't call it a bad beat. I want to be clear. I was just telling a fun story. That's a fun story when you have $35K on the line and it goes down to the last game of the last week of. That's a fun story, especially when it was Pat Mahomes' first year as a starter. So no one even knew who the fuck this guy was.
How many times during Patrick Mahomes' season where you bet him to be the passing yards leader did you bet his under or over passing yards in the game?
I don't know. I knew I was in on Pat Mahomes, and I want to say we had like Chiefs to win the Super Bowl and shit like that, but I don't recall how many times individually I bet on Pat Mahomes.
Well, my whole point was that you probably shouldn't have done that because you already invested.
Oh yeah. I got where you're getting at, but I just gave you a straight up answer.
So here's what I'll say. That's not my definition of bad beat. Yeah. You made some really
fucking brutal.
You made some good NFL futures in the past few years. I will say, so on that note, everybody, I can't believe I almost didn't say this. We've got OG Sour with the subbing. We got the newsletter that's about to be fired the fuck up, ladies and gentlemen. Go to Steak. I'm gonna have you tweet, subscribe to the newsletter a little later. thedegenerateweekly.com is our janky website. We got to try to put a little love into that. I wish we had like a website builder or something on payroll. You go to thedegenerateweekly.com. On the homepage, you can subscribe to our newsletter. All right. You can do so for free. There is an option to pay. We have people that pay. It is very nice. You're not getting any premium content. You're just pledging some money and supporting us. Thank you to everybody who does that. That's very much appreciated. You still think I'm Zilbert Burner, DGen? I'd like 30% chance. Would you agree?
No.
15?
After having a real interaction with Zilbert, I realized like this guy has like severe autism or something like that. And I don't feel that way about Alan Dims.
Yeah.
I think Alan Dims is your textbook sharp. I think Alan Dims is more like guy in the cornfields, if I'm being completely honest, than he is Zilbert. I think Zilbert is fucking autistic, which is why like I kind of wanted to make fun of him, but then I didn't want to go that hard because I don't want to pick on someone.
No, we don't want to do that. Yeah, I'm good with what's that saying? Let sleeping dog. Well, he's not a sleeping dog.
Let autistic dogs be autistic.
Let autistic dogs lie or something like that. Yeah. And you can say that because you are autistic too.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying autistic, right?
No, I don't think there's anything wrong with it either. But you just got to cover all your bases because you never know. There's people watching who are just trying to take us down. Are you still taking user submissions for futures? Yes.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
But I swear to God, if it's a college baseball player for next year.
Yeah. Nothing against CB college baseball. It's very fun, but Vikings are 21-1 to win the Super Bowl compared to the Commanders 19-1. We're not taking any Vikings to win the Super Bowl submissions either.
I'm not betting the Vikings to win the Super Bowl. I would literally never do that. There's nothing that would make me happier than the Vikings winning a Super Bowl. I don't need to win any money on it. I would actually pay a lot of money for that to happen. I don't need to win money to be happy that the Vikings win the Super Bowl. I'll cry if that happens.
Yeah. Also, do y'all futures locked in already? I did officially put in my player awards where I got roasted for the Dan Campbell Coach of the Year, 22-1. I have those in. I like literally, well, I put them on Bet Online. I saw some like senator in Massachusetts sent a cease and desist for these websites not to be used anymore because you can't bet player futures. You know what? Maybe I'll fuck it. That'll get me to do it.
Are you guys talking about national champion JJ McCarthy?
Don't even start. Don't even start. You're not winning the fucking Super Bowl
this year. Definitely not.
Yeah. No, national champion.
Probably never during my life.
What they rush for against Washington? Like 400 yards?
Oh, shut the fuck up. I'm so tired of that shit. I'm so fucking tired of the guy who literally perfectly did everything that he was asked getting hated on because of the style of play calling.
Perfectly?
Yeah, JJ McCarthy did everything that was asked of him that year perfectly. You want to look up his stats?
Wasn't that the Michigan team that fucking cheated?
What? Oh, God. Here we go. You're a Notre Dame fan. Let's look up
Mr. Fucking Perfect over here. That's all I'm saying. He's not such a fucking saint. If you really want to break it down, Mr. Perfect.
Let's see what his stats are looking like.
I don't want bad things for JJ McCarthy. JJ McCarthy seems like a nice guy, but I might have to root against JJ McCarthy with all this JJ McCarthy love. The Vikings got the perfect team. JJ McCarthy just has to perform well. A lot of pressure on JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, I don't know though. The chat's isn't the chat changing your mind at all?
No.
They're fucking shitting on him.
I drove fucking 22 hours round trip to Toronto and back in a fucking flash flood. I got zero respect for it, but I listened to a lot of NFL talk. Everybody loves the Vikings. Loves. Because all JJ McCarthy has to do is play a decent year of football. Yeah. Hope he can do it.
A lot to ask for a guy who's literally never started an NFL game.
He did. I tailed steak. I nuked fucking sneak nuked Michigan that game. I was not a JJ McCarthy hater. I just want to keep that clear, but I'm also not like putting him on a pedestal of like, this is the greatest fucking quarterback since sliced bread. Mac Jones might be a little better than JJ. Yeah. I love everyone sleeping on the Vikings. Nobody's sleeping on the Vikings. Vikings have the perfect team, yet everyone thinks they're going to be ass. Yeah. What you just said about Vikings having the perfect team is what everybody's saying. Nobody is sleeping on the Vikings. All you've heard is Vikings hate? I don't know about that. Yeah. Anyways, the NFC East. Can we give the people a little bit of a spoiler?
We got 10 fucking MLB games, and one of them's Rockies Red Sox, which I refuse to talk about.
So, little spoiler alert. Again, go to the website. The link is pinned, thedegenerateweekly.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. It goes out every week. This is how we started, okay? This is the OG. We've been doing this since year 4, year 5, maybe. We had an awful NFL season last year. Go figure. The first year we decided to do 2-unit bets. We got absolutely slaughtered. But futures, sometimes we're in our bag. Steak, you and Greg cannot forget to mention you had CJ Stroud. You went all in on the Texans that year. Texans to win the division. CJ Stroud, offensive rookie of the year. That was a great play. I don't really know if you had anything to hang your hat on last year. Did you do anything memorable last year?
I think my best call of the year was Brian Thomas Jr.
Oh, did you have him most receiving yards?
And over yards.
That was very good. Yeah.
But no, it wasn't our best year. Last year was not our best year.
I'm trying to think what I had last year. I think I went like 3-2. I didn't do anything special. Oh, Saquon and Jared Verse. That's kind of, those were my claim to fames. So basically,
Saquon
was a good one. Everyone's saying they won't be 500. Oh, shout out Kirk Cousins under passing yards in my in our underdog.
Oh, that was one of my best calls. Kirk Cousins being a trash bum.
Do you remember in our Discord when Fat Girls and Corn and somebody else were talking about what number they got the Falcons to win the Super Bowl?
Kind of. I remember the Falcons love for sure.
Oh, dude. Do you remember the video? By the way, reaction videos are in. People love that shit. Do you remember my reaction video to the fucking Falcons?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Falcons Twitter roasted me so good.
Yeah.
Roasted me. But anyways, Drake May over Mahomes. No, absolutely not. Anyway, subscribe to the newsletter. NFC East, spoiler alert. I'll tell you right now. Dak Prescott, I've already said in our NFL spaces, fucking Greg tries to come in our group chat. Like, I think I'm going to take Dak Prescott most passing yards this year. Fuck you. Okay. That's my bitch. I'm in on George Pickens. So is Steak. Steak's in on George Pickens. But I don't think you like anything Cowboys related, right?
I like George Pickens for sure.
Okay. Dak is going to be my bitch. I don't really know where we stand on the Eagles. One more spoiler alert. I'll tell you about a team that everybody's talking about fading, and that's the Washington Commanders. If y'all want to do that, have fun. I'm right in on the Washington Commanders again this year. Right in. I think that was no fluke shit. So give me the Washington Commanders. And Steak, you said you got a little feeling about a team close to me.
So I was talking to Joey Dumps. Word to Joey Dumps. He's a diehard Dolphins fan. And we were like, yeah, that trade, the Minka Ramsey, Jonnu Smith trade's weird, man. The Dolphins are just weird. Like, why is their win total at 8.5? And then he's like, yeah, and they lost Javon Holland. Javon Holland's a baller. And I was like, where did he go? I didn't really remember where that deal went. And he went to the Giants. And I was like, wait a fucking second. Giants added Javon Holland and Abdul Carter to a defense that's already really good. And if you talk about the Giants to anyone, or you see anyone talking about the Giants, they're only talking about two things. One, I believe it's the hardest schedule in the league. And two, Russell Wilson fucking sucks, and he'll suck so bad that Jackson Dart's going to come in. I'm not so sure, man. I am not so sure. Do you feel that strength of schedule never gets talked about once the season starts? Like, don't you feel like you hear about the strength of schedule before the season starts, and you never hear how that ends up going as the season progresses?
Yes.
I got to be honest with you, man. I think the Giants, Malik Neighbors is a fucking superstar.
That was my guy.
I think the Giants might be a fucking problem. I'm not saying like Super Bowl 12-5, but do I think the Giants can win 9 games? I actually really do.
Okay. All right. Good little spoiler alert. By the way, just to put Major Matt in his place, nobody is saying that. Shut up. Are you talking about fading the Washington Commanders? Because you are clearly not paying attention. And I will show you Exhibit A to the court, please. Your Honor, here's JJ Gruden's tweet. I freaking love this bet. It might be my favorite future of the year, man. I really like Jane Daniels, and no disrespect to him and what he did last year, but peep their away schedule. They might only win 2 road games. What's the bet, Sir Mid-Major Matt? To miss the playoffs, Washington Commanders.
You had that ready to go.
Yeah, I fucking did have that ready to go. You think my brain is like a beaten up sponge. It's been used and abused. Been smoking pot since I was 13, drinking Smirnoff Ices. It's amazing I got anything left in here. But I'll tell you right now, if somebody starts talking about a team, good or bad, I will remember it. Don't let my wife know. If she asks me something like, what did we do 4 days ago? I forgot. But what's the scuttlebutt? Word on the street with these teams? You bet your fucking ass. I got my eyes on it. Everybody's shitting on them. Now do more? What more do you want? What more do you want? I'll give you more. Audio clips. How about that? How about our spaces? Did you not have your head out of your ass in the spaces? By the way, shout out Mid-Major Matt for coming on the stream. Did you hear Mid-Major Matt? He was giving us some good feedback on how to monetize. It was good.
No, I love Mid-Major Matt, but I was not around for that stream. I think I was fucking drunk on a boat.
he said we should stream less and make the people want it more. And the chat was bitching. They're like, no, more streams, not less streams. But he might be onto something.
Maybe he is, or maybe we just get a fucking sponsor and then we're good.
Yeah. Why? Well, we go on fucking Twitter. We have 100 people come in here every day watching the stream, hanging out, which is great. Now, one goddamn person can like it or retweet it. Actually, shout out Lucky Bryce. Lucky Bryce liked the fucking stream on Twitter 33 minutes ago. That's probably when I was ranting about fucking Ron Jeremy. You don't have enough people to do that, Unc. What are we talking about? Get the fucking Commanders to sponsor your bitch asses. Yeah, if you don't see people fading the Washington Commanders, you're not paying attention. I will say this though. Steak brought it up. If Scary Terry's not locked up and signed, I'm out.
Yeah, but don't you think that's a little part of the bad news of this season?
No, because it's July 7th. He'll be fine.
Yeah, but what's the most recent wide receiver dispute we can remember?
Brandon Ayuk.
Correct. And how did that go?
But that went into the season.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's my.
But if it goes in, I just said, if it goes into the season, I'm out.
I'm just going off public perception.
But if he gets signed next week, do you care?
No, I don't care.
That's my point.
I think the Commanders are absolute idiots if they don't figure out a way to sign this guy. Idiot.
Oh, I couldn't agree more. Yeah, they'll be fine. They'll get a deal done. Steak, how about let's go to the board? Can you talk to me? I got to pee. Do you want to talk about the Tigers, Rays, and talk a little bit about why you faded the Rays and you were successful in doing it 2 out of 3 times, I think?
Or
do you want a commercial break?
Yeah, give me 30 seconds. I'll go P2. Fuck it.
All right, we're going to take a quick piss break, and then we'll be right back. Thanks for hanging out. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're watching on YouTube, and make sure you're following the Twitch page if you're in Twitch. We'll be right back. Fuck is this music? Timed up well because the music also
ended. You did that really fast.
I know. That was a quick pee. No, I did. Everybody was like, oh, didn't wash his hands. No.
I don't care if you wash your hands.
All right. Okay, we're back. Everybody still here?
Cool. No. It's just us.
All right.
We could talk about what we really want to talk about now.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, I'm like got something that popped up and distracted me. 42 more minutes till NCAA 26. I'm not falling for that shit again.
Oh, I'm definitely man.
We got all hyped up for the last one.
This shit was so fun, dude. I don't understand. You're acting like Ian McMillan with the fucking boat. It was fun. We had a good time. It's a fun game to play.
Played it 4 times and gave up.
I played it way more than 4 times.
Did you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you do a dynasty?
I'm playing MLB The Show right now. Yeah, I did a dynasty. Absolutely, 100%.
I gotta. You know what? I will play the. Can I play the show?
Yeah, you could definitely play the show.
Do I just download it?
You'd have to buy it.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest video game guy, but I like sports video games. Yeah, we'll try it. All right, let's get into it real quick. We're on Pickett. If you're not using Pickett, you know we're Pickett guys. Download Pickett, Sinker Sportsbooks. Use promo code DGen. I think you get $3. NCAA 26 drops in an hour. Okay. I got to go return a rental car and then go right in and start working. Oh, first day back from a bender is rough. Steak, by the way. So Friday night was the night I went the hardest. Saturday was like más o menos. But Friday night, it's probably up till about 2:30.
Wow.
Lot of cigarettes, margaritas, vodka diet, shot, beers. What do you think my sleep score was?
44.
No, a little bit higher than that. 51.
Oh, that's good. You get over a 50 on a 2:30 bender night. That's not so bad.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, what? Like, when did you wake up?
6:45.
That's insane. I don't know how you got that.
Yeah, 4 hours and 5 minutes of sleep. You're telling me 51 is a good sleep score?
No, not at all. I said 51 is a good sleep score for bender.
What is your sleep score after a bender?
Literally in the 30s or 40s.
Are you fucking kidding me? I didn't know.
I have a child. If I go out drinking till 2:30 in the morning, I'm getting a maximum of 3 hours of sleep.
Oof.
There will be a child in my room waking me up.
Yeah, that's tough.
6:45 or 7 a.m.
No, I don't have an open marriage. All right, ready? Let's rock and roll. Rays minus 120.
Who's pitching for the Tigers?
I should probably I didn't get any tabs up. Well, let me just say one thing. The Rays are really pissing me off. You know that they have the best record against teams over 500 in the MLB stake?
No.
Yeah, most people don't know that. I believe it's 24-14. Against shitty teams, they're terrible. They fucking they went 1-2 at home against the A's. They went 1-2 against the Twins, who are awful. The Twins are awful. We got Cody Clemens fucking hitting home runs. The Rays bullpen is in bad shape. They got to trade somebody for. I don't know what Christopher Morel's trade value is, but got to get something. They got to get into this break winning a couple games because the Blue Jays are on fucking fire. The O's are heating up. You know, you can't fuck around. So the Rays won two of three against the Tigers in the Trops, RIP, Steinbrenner. Now my fear stake is that the Tigers are going to fucking be out for revenge. So you got to be careful of these things. I think it's Pepia today.
No, it's Baz.
Baz has been good.
And then everybody's saying that it's Keter Montero for the Tigers.
I'll tell you right now. Keter Montero, 3.14 ERA. Baz, 8-3, 4.33 ERA. I fucking love Shane Baz, man. Shout out Hae-Sung Kim, by the way. Came back for one game after being on the IL all fucking season. $10 million a year. He has a hit in his first AB, and then he slides into third, and he has like a tight calf, and he can't play. Great. Oh, Brandon Lau's hurt too. Great.
Yeah, I saw that. Saw the tweet.
We got to get into the break. Shout out Aranda got into the All-Star game. I'll probably take a prop on him whenever the All-Star
think
game.
I might be going to the Steinbrenner on the 22nd.
Ooh, that's fun. Who they playing? White Sox.
Yeah.
I know because I looked. I got to come down for a few days. End of July. I'll talk to you then. That's hilarious that you're going to watch them play the White Sox.
Yeah, I'm gonna go decked out in White Sox gear.
You actually have a problem.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I think you have a fucking problem. And there's no cure.
They're headed to go over that win total, buddy.
Are they?
No, absolutely playing good ball. Let's look up what the White Sox are. What their record is. The White Sox are 30-60. I need over 43.5.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. Oh no,
40.
It might be 53.5. Sorry, 53.5.
So you need 24 wins.
Yeah, maybe they're not on pace. Maybe they're not.
Yeah.
30-60. Does that mean on pace?
Well, they're winning 1 out of every 2 games they're playing. So they're
winning 1 out of every 3 games they're playing, right?
Sorry. They're going 1-2 every 3 games. So there's
72 games left.
Yep. So
24. They're landing right at 54 and 54 and 108.
Yeah. You still feel really good about that?
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
I kind of want to end the stream.
Yeah. You're just blinded by the fucking anytime you hit the word White Sox, you just get like this weird confidence.
It's okay. The winning streak is coming. Probably today.
All right, here we go.
Just...
So talk to me. Talk to me about the Rays. You like the Rays today?
I like the Rays today. Yeah, kind of do. But no, I'm not fading the Tigers anymore. I'm done with that.
Tigers are 7-3. Oh, they're so good at home.
I'm not fading the fucking Tigers, dude. Yesterday's
and...
absolutely brutal, man.
Oh my God, that's right. Oh, that was awful. I can't even look at it. Oh, God.
Riley Green has a dinger off Shane Baz, 3 RBIs. Is
that what we like?
I'm not going to stop betting sides next.
Yeah, I'm not stopping any sides either. I should just probably stop betting baseball, but I can't help myself.
Green hot dude alert.
Yeah, well, here's what I'll say. I mean, Baz is a righty. 27 plate appearances, batting 174 against Baz. You know how I took Sean Murphy? You know what I'm doing, Steak?
What?
I got a guy I like, and I got a guy. Hold on, let me talk like a fucking normal human being. When I look for a home run hitter, there's a guy I like, option 1, and then I have option 2. I have another guy I like. Okay. So why are you looking at me like that?
A lot of guys you like.
Okay. So, anyways, I looked at the game and I told you I like Matt Olson. And what I tell myself is I have a number in my head. Okay. I go, what do I think? I know Matt Olson's going to have better home run odds. Option 1 is going to have better home run odds than option 2. But if option 2 is going to be some like really high number, like 550, probably not worth it. Right. But if he's getting respect, I'm going with option 2.
Got it.
I've been mentally fucking with this since I took Christian Walker and I liked Cam Smith. And Cam Smith, he didn't hit home run, but he had a great game. Shout out to Avery Longacre for having 3 RBIs that game. So I texted you. I said Matt Olson, but then I looked at the odds. Matt Olson was like plus 370, and what's his fucking face? Sean Murphy was like plus 420. I was like, oh, that's a lot of respect for Sean Murphy. So that's when I went with Sean Murphy. Sean Murphy hit a home run. He almost hit 2. So that's how I'm starting to play home run hitters. Okay. I just want everybody to know that because I'm going to get fucking hot hitting home runs because I haven't hit one all season. Or no, I've hit one all season. I didn't hit one all June. What are you reading? You're really into it.
No, I'm not. Listen
Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry. All right. You like,
really nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, let's move on then. We'll talk about the Red Sox and Rockies. Talk to me about the Reds and the Marlins. What do the Marlins end up doing? Are they still hot? No. Lost the series to the Brewers. Brewers are good.
Marlins are they're feisty fucks.
Game might get rained out. Brady Singer against Jansen Junk. I love this Junk guy. I mean, I don't even know anything about him. I just like the name. Jansen Junk. Brady Singer. What's Junk been up to? Let's see. Steak, can you pull up the home run odds for today?
Yeah, Elliott's plus 350, Kyle Stowers plus 350.
What's Gavin Lux?
Hold on, let me scroll down past Otto Lopez to find out what fucking Gavin Lux is.
Oh, never mind. He ain't hitting.
Plus 630.
Nice.
Yes, Chew, ask the question.
What's Tyler Stevenson?
If it's how's my wife, she's doing wonderful.
What's Tyler Stevenson?
Tyler Stevenson is plus 440.
I like Tyler Stevenson.
I like Stowers.
Okay. Got to see what Tyler Stevenson's been doing, though. Hold on.
I don't know if Stevenson can be your guy again. I think you're 0 for 2 in our parlays with him.
Okay. 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 I don't like anything. Total's 9.
I like Stowers, and I kind of like the Marlins, dude.
You like the Marlins today?
A little bit, yeah.
You think 135 is short?
They're on my mind. Not necessarily.
Let's just look at what Singer has been the last few times. Wow, dude. Brady Singer was favored in Boston. Oh, Dick Fitz was going, but still.
Yeah.
Singer at home. Oh, that was against Fried. He was a massive underdog there. Singer gets line respect, dude. On the road in St. Louis, Singer was minus 140. I mean, you didn't say it, but I'm going to say it. I think this line might be a little short.
Yeah.
Okay. Against Gallen, he was a short dog. That was interesting. All right. I kind of like the Marlins too. Cool. Reds have not been very good, I guess. 4-6 in their last 10. What did they just do? Lost. They won. They lost the series against the Phillies. Okay. All right. We'll keep moving. Jose Berrios, minus 165 on the road. Hottest team in baseball right now, the Toronto Blue Jays.
Don't fade the Blue Jays, but also acknowledge that this line's short.
Yep. It is short. But For what it's worth, the White Sox did win the series in Toronto 2-3 a couple weeks ago. However, the one game that the Blue Jays won was Jose Berrios pitching. And Berrios, this motherfucker, I think he's been pretty good. Don't you think Berrios has been good?
Yeah, I think Berrios is good.
85 plate appearances, batting 243 are the White Sox against him. Let's pull up Berrios.
Hold on, yeah, I'll pull that up. Let's see. I like seeing the pitcher familiarity.
Berrios just got shelled by the Yankees, though.
Benintendi has 35 at bats against Berrios. That's crazy.
He pitched 7 2/3, 98 pitches, 2 hits against the White Sox. He dominated them. This line is crazy short.
Yeah, I think it is too.
Total 8.5. What do we think about the Sean Burke guy? Does anybody anything know anything about him?
No, that's Smith. Never mind.
Shane Smith.
Yeah, he's having a good year. White Sox leaving Coors.
White Sox what?
Leaving Coors. Doesn't everybody like to fade the team leaving Coors?
Yeah. This guy's been good. Steak, 1 earned run, 0 earned runs, 1 earned run against the Dodgers, Diamondbacks, and Cardinals. He's been awesome.
If I'm feeling cute later, I might bet the White Sox.
Okay,
Sure,
but that's probably why the line is what it is. He's been a good pitcher, if I have to guess.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, everybody's betting the fucking Blue Jays today. Everybody. Okay. White Sox could be a nasty play. All right, Dodgers -135. Yamamoto and Peralta.
Yeah.
2 teams that are pretty good. Brewers are great at home, 27-17 at home. Dodgers lose a couple games. They did. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's the Astros, dude. The Astros can't lose.
Holy fucking shit. You didn't like the Astros either, did you?
No, I didn't. Nothing to say about them now.
Yeah, you don't know fucking ball, brother.
I don't.
Total 7.5. Peralta. I mean, these are 2 aces.
Did the Dodgers get swept by the Astros?
Yes.
This is your big moment, buddy.
Oh,
Best team in baseball getting swept. They're not getting swept anymore this year, probably. And
you're right, dude.
I want to take the Brewers.
All right, let's do it. System play.
System play. Brewers money line.
System play. Teams that get swept lose the next game. That is my system. I don't have any data to back it up, but I think it's been hitting more often than not. I think.
Okay.
I like the Brewers. Heaney. Ooh, we got lefty. Lefty on lefty today. Heaney and Cameron, 2 good pitchers. What do you like here, Steak? Are the Royals getting hot before the break? 5-5 in their last 10. Pirates still doing okay?
Do we want to dig into an offensive explosion for the Pirates a day after a skiing start?
Oh my god, bro! Day after a skiing start, Steak. They haven't scored a run in 3 games.
Yeah, but I just think it's so funny what they do to Paul Skeens. It's crazy, dude.
Yeah, but they're fucked. They're fucked. No, I'm not betting the Pirates right now.
Okay, fine.
You want to bet the over?
It would appear that O'Neal Cruz isn't playing. That'll help.
I'll tell you what, that is a nasty over.
Yeah, but if I did, then I would just go Pirates team total over.
That's stupid. Can I tell you why that's stupid?
No, it's very obviously stupid. I don't even think it needs an explanation, but you can if you want to.
Okay, because the Royals are kind of playing better baseball. They split with the Mariners in Seattle, and they won a series in Arizona.
Yeah, I still think they stink.
Why, dude, I agree with you, but they're playing better. I just don't know that I would agree with taking them out of the equation, unless you really like Heaney. Do you really like Heaney?
No, I don't.
44 plate appearances, batting 270. I like this over.
Canha has 2 homers against fucking Heaney, and he's batting 318 and 22 at bats.
How did you just say his name? Canha?
Yeah.
I think it's
Canna.
Isn't it Mark Canna?
Canna? Where's B. Kelly been, by the way? Saying names wrong reminds me of him. Where the fuck's he been?
I don't know. Hope all's good with him. Yeah, dude. Wow, Cameron only 4.5 Ks seems kind of low. Dude, I like this over. Excuse me. Well, maybe 4.5 is the right line, actually. Yeah, I guess it is.
Ahern mad at us today. Well, mad at me, I think. I think it was soccer. Last time Ahern was this mad at me is when I made fun of Houston basketball all the time.
Alan Dims has been taking notes, and he is right. I cannot get on the right side of Andrew Heaney. He's absolutely
So wait,
right.
but you're not trying to. No, you are. You do want to fade him. 'Cause
Yeah,
you
I
wanna
want
go
runs.
You want to go full game over.
Could be the Royals bullpen that blows it, though. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
I'll
sorry.
go ahead and sit on that one. I actually kind of like the over and think I might end up taking it, but I'm going to sit on it.
Okay. Yeah, listen, Snacks is right too. The overs with two bad offenses, the contrarian overs have not been hitting. But
No, they haven't. But Pirates' offensive explosion has happened a few times after Skeen starts.
yeah. No, you're right. I think I'm going to go game over there. Bobby against Gordon. Astros. Did the Astros stay hot? Oh my God, the Guardians are 0-10 in their last 10. Steak.
I mean, look at what the runs have scored. I know, Ahern. I know. I can like the chirps.
Dude, the Guardians should sell.
The Guardians should sell. Yeah. The Guardians
should
fucking
trade.
horrible.
Guardians should trade with the fucking Rays. Do they have a good bullpen? Blow it up. Blow that bitch up. Odeze with a sub bank. Appreciate you, Odeze. 7 months. Hope you had a great weekend too.
Odeze. God, they're so bad, dude. Holy shit.
Kloby with a new follow. What's up, Kloby? Welcome to the board review.
This might be the nastiest play on the board. I'm not going to do it, but this is insane.
What is
this? Is insane, bro. Come on. Who the fuck's betting the Guardians? Not one fucking person would bet the Guardians. It's
okay, but do people like Tanner Bybee, the name Tanner Bybee, more than
maybe, dude? But it's not enough. The Astros just swept the Dodgers. They're the hottest team in baseball by far. The Guardians are the worst team in baseball, literally in the last 20 games, probably. Like, it's just a disgusting line. Chewy's on the Guardians?
No, he's not. Pete's on the Guardians? Really?
I wouldn't.
Well, you want to know something that might make you like the Guardians?
Sure.
6 guys in their lineup have a hit off Colton, only seeing him one time. Not one plate appearance, but like 1 for 2, 1 for 3, 1 for 2, 1 for 2, 1 for 2, 1 for 2. David Fry, Will Wilson, Nolan Jones. See, this is the problem. This is why the Guardians aren't good. Who are these motherfuckers you have on your team? You got Daniel Schneemann, you've got Will Wilson, and you've got David Fry. These are the guys that you have on your team, and you expect not to lose 10 games out of 10?
I don't know. I got to be honest. With J-Rom, Naylor, Manzardo, Kwan, and then Santana, I would have thought they'd be better. I feel like name-wise, you'd think they'd be better.
Stephen Kwan. I love Stephen Kwan.
Did I say any names wrong?
Canha.
Yeah, no, we don't have to go back to that.
Yeah, that was
I already got flamed.
Worse than fucking Greg saying peapot. That idiot.
I don't know about that.
That was really bad.
Yeah,
all right, so what do you like in this game?
It is, Max. It's got to be. They're fucking horrible. They don't have to score any runs.
Why is it the total 7? Is that really low?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. The Guardians don't score runs.
Naylor's awful. Manzardo is terrible.
I mean, they all have to be awful. They all have to be awful. Obviously, they don't score any runs.
Manzardo's a former Ray. Yeah, I thought it was going to be kind of low, but then I don't know. I mean, Gordon's been pitching well. Bobby's still Bobby's still an ace. So go to the home run odds, please.
There's weird ass lines today, bro. Today's a weird day of betting baseball. Wait till you see the next one. I'll go to the home run. I'm doing it right now. Game routine.
I already know. I just looked at the next one. Wow.
Just a weird game, dude.
Not low at all for the
Who
Guardians.
do you think's favored to hit a home run, and what do you think his odds will be?
I think Jason Ramirez is favored to hit a home run.
Jason Ramirez. And you made fun of Canha. Yeah, Jason Ramirez is favored to hit a home run, you dipshit. What do you think his odds are?
I don't know why I just said that.
I have no idea who Jason Ramirez is.
I don't know why I just said that. All right. Anyways, we're gonna move on. I think he's probably plus 340.
Plus 390. Guess the next guy, and then we'll move on.
Is he on the Guardians?
No, I'm not telling you that.
Fucking loser. Isaac Paredes.
He's third. The second is Christian Walker, and he's plus 430. Isak is plus 460. David Fry plus 470. Yeah, Pick Talk. I'm wondering if we get a sharp ass Monday. Probably.
Don't you
not.
think those are respectful home run odds for a game with a 7 total?
Yeah, it's not necessarily.
No.
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 If you dude, I see. I don't know. This is
Yeah, we
weird.
really do.
These lines are weird. We do for sure.
I was rattled. I had an hour-long corp call too from 9 to fucking 10 right before we streamed, and I was like, oh man, doing anything important the day after a bender is so tough. Especially when you're an old fuck. Ugh. Oh God. All right. It'll be a long day today. All right. What do you want to do? Anything? Guardians over?
I might get Guardians, but I'm gonna see if I want to be a fucking stupid dipshit contrarian today.
You sound like you want to be a stupid bitch today.
I think I do, kind of. Yeah. Wait till we talk about the next one.
All right. You got Jacob deGrom going against Yusei Kikuchi. And Kikuchi is 3-6, but he has a 2.81 ERA. This motherfucker is dealing.
Yeah, he
DeGrom is so back. DeGrom's 9-2 with a 2.13 ERA. I mean, this guy is out of his mind. Shame on us for not knowing that DeGrom was going to get it right. I mean, that was like the most obvious fucking thing ever. Did we play anything? No. All he does is win. And he, on his earned runs, he has not allowed over 2 earned runs since April 11th. Unbelievable. He's so good, Jacob deGrom. So good. Wow. He went 5 innings against the Blue Jays. He didn't have 1 strikeout. Blue Jays are fucking nasty.
Blue Jays are balling.
All right. So the line is short, Steak. The Rangers are minus 130. The Rangers are not good on the road, though. They're 18-27 on the road. The Angels, have they been playing better ball? They're 4-6 in their last 10. No, they just got swept. They're back from a long road trip, too. Without a day off. 6 games on the road without a day off. What do you want to do?
I like the Rangers team total under.
Oh, you like Kikuchi to fucking deal? Oh.
And I want it to be shown on the record that I actually said that right before the Gummy one said it. I said it first, dude. I said it first.
Love tailing people.
I said it first.
You swear?
I said it first.
Chat.
I said it first.
All right, I believe you. All right, hold on.
I didn't
Gucci.
say it before A. Herna said that, though. Gummy one saying he said it first.
111. I thought he said it first. 111 plate appearances. They're batting 204. The Rangers.
Isn't there a delay?
Dude, you like subconsciously just
No,
nail
isn't there a
people.
delay? Like, don't we say what we say first and they hear it like a couple seconds after? Is there not a delay?
What do you think? We're on the fucking radio?
I'm just feel like if you were on Twitch right now, it would be a second or two behind. You want to test the theory? Go ahead, keep talking.
Yeah. All right. Someone in the chat. No. Here's what we'll do. Someone in the chat. I'm gonna say a letter.
Someone in the chat. I'm gonna say a letter. Someone in the chat.
Hold on, turn that off.
You were on a delay. I just proved it.
I'm gonna say a letter. As soon as I say the letter, type it. Ready? F.
Delay.
How much? That was like a second delay.
I said a fucking second. That's fucking what I said.
That's not even a
Just played
delay.
it for you live, dude. It's a second behind.
Your Wi-Fi sucks.
If you're still writing F right now, I don't know what to fucking tell you.
Okay. I'll tell you right now, I'm hitting a wall. How many more games do we have?
Fucking 40 minutes talked about porn, 20 minutes talked about baseball, hitting the wall.
First of all, we didn't talk about actual porn.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Chew's acting like he's waiting for his porn to download right now.
I see Chewy talking and people talking to Chewy. I can't even read what they're saying. I have no idea. It's distracting, but obviously I'm not going to tell the chat not to have a conversation with themselves. I don't know what they're talking about.
Big sausage pizza. All right, we don't have much left. We have 2 games left. Let's get it done.
So you like the Texas Rangers team total under, collab with Gummy tailing Aherna.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Arizona Diamondbacks plus 110 against San Diego Padres. As we know, the Arizona Diamondbacks are probably not going to get hot because I bet them to have the most wins. and they are not very good. They lost 2 in a row. They lost 3 in a row after I bet them to do that. That's great. They lost to the Giants. They lost the series and just got shut out by fucking Michael Lorenzen. That's cool. God, this team sucks. I suck too. Darvish. Ooh, this line's short, dude. Gallen's not good. It's the Diamondbacks tonight.
Is this Darvish's first start of the year?
Think so.
Let's see how Arizona does against Darvish. Wow, Corbin Carroll. Corbin Carroll owns him. 7 of 13, 2 home runs, 2 RBIs.
I heard Carroll was hurt, though. Is he playing?
Well, I mean, they're showing him in the lineup, but I'm only going off MLB before anyone tries to flame me.
Corbin Carroll. Oh, he's 0 for 4 and 0 for 5. That's great. Welcome back. Fucking guy. Come back. Can you fucking do your job? Huh? You want to do your job? Anybody want to do their job? Corbin Carroll, you want to get a fucking hit?
Gavin Sheets 2 for 2 with a dinger against Gallen. Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing here. I don't like this game.
Okay. Last one. Big finale. Phillies -130 in San Francisco. San Fran 5-5 in the last 10. Phillies maybe getting right a little bit. Christopher Sanchez, former Rays legend, pitching. The last time he pitched, they won 5-1 against the Padres. They've won 2 in a row. And he's going against Landon. You know how I feel about Landon's. Roop, 6-5, 3.4 ERA. I would say that line's a little short.
All the lines seem short to me today. I'm not even joking.
If today was an album, it would be what artist?
Too short.
Good job. I mean, I laid that one up. I thought you were almost going to fuck it up, but I knew you were going to get it. I have a lot of faith in you. I know Greg looks like the guy with the highest IQ. You're the guy with the highest IQ. I gassed you up.
I don't know if like Greg should be offended or I should be offended when
what the fuck? What about me?
I don't know. You're never going to get the benefit of the doubt from this chat. But like, I don't know.
Tim's very funny, motherfucker. Okay. So you nailed that. Today, if today was an album, no, a musician, it would be F. No. It would be F.
You really are hitting all. Holy shit.
Dude.
You need to go direct to porn.
I have important stuff to do today too. I need like a mental reset. I was gonna say I need another coffee, but I think I need the opposite of a coffee. You know what I need?
No. Cocaine.
No, I don't need cocaine. I need just like a nice, peaceful, relaxing. I need like a turkey sandwich. And no sound, no music, no podcast, no nothing for like 10 minutes. The only thing I can hear is just me chewing the Wonder Bread.
Yeah, fair.
What do you like in the last game? Phillies Giants.
I mean, if I'm going to bet all the sharp lines, then the Giants will make my card too.
No, you have to pick one that's a trap.
Okay.
Let's recap.
Let's recap and I'll find my trap. Kyle Stowers, my home run guy, by the way.
Okay. Tigers Rays. Don't worry about me, bro. I'm fucking carrying us right now. All right.
I am worried.
I got the guy. I'm fucking hot. No, I don't have the guy yet. Let it come to me after my turkey sandwich.
All right, goodbye.
No, I'm not leaving right now. We're doing the recap. I'm not having a turkey sandwich. I don't have it. I don't have turkey. I don't even have bread.
Okay. I don't care.
Can you fucking tell me what you like in the Rays Tigers game so we can start recapping?
I like the Rays, but that seems like the trap to me. Tigers.
Oh, God. Red Sox Rockies, anything?
Nothing.
Reds Marlins?
Lean Marlins, Kyle Stowers home run.
Okay. Blue Jays White Sox?
White Sox.
You like all the short lines today.
Yep, every single one.
Dodgers Brewers?
Brewers.
Pirates Royals?
Pirates team total over.
Guardians?
Guardians.
You can't. You're making yourself. You're cracking yourself up, aren't you?
I do like all the short lines. Keep going.
It's Public Monday.
Yeah.
You coined the term Public Monday.
Every day is public in baseball, dude. I'm gonna lose everything tonight.
Rangers Angels.
Yeah. Rangers team total under.
Padres Diamondbacks.
Hard pass.
but you would probably play the D-backs because that line might be short.
No.
No, not might be. It is short. Well, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, Phillies, Giants.
Giants.
All right, Steak. Great job. Good to be back. Happy Monday. You're on tomorrow?
Yep.
All right. Well, you know what? We're not going to stream tomorrow.
What?
We're going to stream Wednesday because Mid-Major Matt said we stream too much and we need to make the people want us a little bit more. He might be right. Chat.
100 people in Twitch today. Over 100 people.
There's 100 people right now.
And 500 people touched our Twitter. I think we should
No,
keep
Mid-Major had a really good point though. We should talk about it a little bit. We're not working smart, we're working hard, and he's right. I'm not even joking.
Okay, well, that sounds sad to me, but whatever you want. I'm not very
That
smart.
sounds sad to me. No, that was a joke. But we should do some brainstorming. He's a very famous streamer. That's pretty funny. He's gone corp. Shocker. That's not going corp. Mondays are great, but you need to think about your plan before pulling this trigger. Yeah, you're right. Who's going faster? You're Mid-Major. Well, Mid-Major's not even trying. He didn't have a good point. I thought he had a good point. Why is Snacks being so mean? No more streaming, less
Snacks
streaming.
doesn't want to stream less.
Jake.bets with a bunch of Z's. Welcome. You are following the Twitch stream.
Oh, real quick. If you're not following the Twitch stream and you're one of the 100 people in here, follow us. We need followers. We do not have enough Twitch followers.
Yeah.
That's part of the problem.
No, it's really hard to get Twitch followers. I don't know. There's got to be some way to do the algorithm. I don't know how to do it. Maybe you need to do like the right tags or something, or maybe, oh, you know what? We're sports category. Maybe we should do something else like ASMR.
Yeah.
A lot of freaks. in the
Yeah.
ASMR thing.
But I'd take it.
Put on a fuck ton of ads. Yeah. Follow dipshits. Cutting back going into football doesn't sound fun. No, we're not cutting back, but I know what mid-major means. I know what mid-major means. All right, we do have to shut it down. I see an influx of people coming in here, but we are going to shut it down. Switch your categories up. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, Steak, have a great day. I got to get out of here.
Bye.
Talk to you later. Chat, thanks for hanging out. Anybody need a raid? College Football 26 release. Who is ScoMo TV? Do we need to raid that person? Where do you go to like see who's an option to raid? Hot Tub Stream would be good for monetization. Yep, Patreon. Enjoy y'all's day. Likewise, Scatterbrain. Pool shirt Tuesdays, dude. I wish. I don't think there's anything wrong with my pool shirt. Who is Nick Ortiz? Nick 2Ks, or I don't like the way he spells his name. I'm not doing that. Joey Does Tech. That looks fun. I'm sending you guys to Joey Does Tech. Or do you want to see a guy playing college football? Problem Right? Who the fuck is that? I'm going to send you over to Problem Right. Yeah, Problem Right. No, I don't know any fucking porn channels. Problem Raid. Problem Right. Let's go. All right, go over to Problem Right if you want to. If you don't want to, I don't give a fuck. Thanks for hanging out. Fun stream, great stream. Mondays are a good time. Good luck on all your bets. I hope you win more than you lose, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. If you want my POD, I think it's the Brewers. It's the Brewers, or it's the Royals over. So you should probably take the opposite side of those. I got to get right. I losing bets like this sucks. I got to find something. I got to figure something out. So, or I need to reset for the All-Star break and then come out. Don't forget to subscribe to the newsletter, thedegenerateweekly.com. NFC East will come out Friday. Okay. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Peace.